Good afternoon and welcome to Dinallo Stadium. It's South St. Joseph Regional High School in Montvale, New Jersey for Pope John Lion Freshman Football. Mike Forbesano along with you, calling today's action as the Pope John Lions Freshman Football team at 5-1 on the season gets set to take on the St. Joe's Green Knights. Pope John making the trek up here to Bergen County. They are wearing their blue uniforms today with blue pants and gold helmets, and they're getting set to take on the St. Joe's squad, hosting them here in this Thursday contest in mid-October. Let's go over the roster. We have different numbers with the uniforms today, so we'll just go by names right now until we figure out exactly who everybody is. But for right now, we will start with Amir Young. Vic Fiore is the quarterback. He's number 2. Carter Johnston, Vincent Jessamaria, Yaz Register, Tommy Walton, Joey Lebrano, Andrew Jessamaria, Aiden Dialivo, Seamus Corcoran, Ryan Watts, Riley Watts, Mike Morelli, he's wearing 72 today, Emilio Barranco, Jacob Post, and Sutton Fullwood. The head coach of the Pope John Lions is Christian Vosa, assistant coach Jack Morelli. I'm Mike Forbesano. We are here live at Dinallo Stadium at St. Joe's Regional High School in Montvale. It's the Pope John Lions against the St. Joe's Green Knights. The Lions at 5-1 this season, having taken out Seton Hall Prep last week at Pope John High School by a final score of 17-8. So the Lions looking to go 6-1 on this campaign. They are in position to field the first kick of the game, going left to right on your screen. St. Joe's will kick it away. They're going right to left on their own 40-yard line. So as St. Joe's goes ahead to set up the kick, we will try and match numbers and names for you as soon as possible throughout the game. Number 16, Yaz Register, wearing number 16 on the blue uniform today for Pope John. He is back to receive along with Amir Young. Number 8 for the Lions. They are both standing at the 15-yard line. Here's the kick to start the game. Number 40, high end-over-end kick received by Young. Young up to the 20, and 25, now to the 30, and met by a host of St. Joe's Green Knights, and is brought down there. So 1st and 10 for Pope John, starting from their own 30-yard line. Vic Fiore, number 2, the quarterback for the Lions, having another great season last year, 8-0, including a couple of playoff victories, 3 to be exact, before losing in the regional final to the eventual national champion. So Vic Fiore knows his way around a successful offense. Lions up to the line. 1st and 10 from their own 32. Man in motion, number 14, fake the handoff. It goes to Register. Number 16 to the left side, up the hash marks. He's got room to run to the 40 and gets to about the 41 before finally being tackled just shy of the first down marker. A marker back at the 40, so 2nd and 2 for Pope John. Number 13 is Carter Johnston. He's the wideout on the near side. Fiore in the shotgun. He'll take it, hand off to Register. Up the middle, trying to get to the first down marker. Second effort may have gotten him the 42 on forward progress. So he was met at the line at the 40 by St. Joe's, but a second effort by Register gets him the first down. 1st and 10, Pope John on the move. We're glad you're with us in another special Thursday edition here on the Pope John Athletics channel. The freshman football team at 5-1 this season. We'll try and be with you for the rest of the games throughout the season. Next week, back home, Thursday at 4 p.m. And then on the road on Halloween, 4 p.m. at Red Bank Catholic. Fiore takes the snap, hands off the Register to the left, past the hash mark, past the initial line of scrimmage and up to about the 45 and stop there. So a gain of 3 for Register. Ball now spotted at the 46 for Pope John. 2nd and 6. We're just underway here at Dinallo Stadium, Robert Joseph Dinallo Stadium at St. Joseph's Regional High School in Montvale, New Jersey. Tucked all the way in the upper northeast corner of Bergen County, right near the New York border. Fiore in the shotgun, hands off the register to the left. Trying to get past the hash marks, turning the corner and gets to about the 50-yard line where he's brought down by the St. Joe's defense. So good run by register, but it is short, so that'll bring up 3rd down. They'll spot it at the St. Joe's 49. 3rd and 1 for Pope John. Third and 1 for the Lions. Fiore takes the snap, hands up the register to the left side, and he gets past the line of scrimmage and to the 46. 1st down, Pope John. So the Lions continue to move the chains. Another 1st down for Pope John. First and 10. Here's the hand up the register, met at the right side, trying to get back to the middle of the field. Tackled for a loss. So, loss of 2 on the play, maybe 3. They'll mark it back at the 49. 2nd and 13 for Pope John. Fiore in the gun. Drops back to pass. Fires to the far sideline. Incomplete. He was under intense pressure by number 45 for St. Joe's. So Fiore just had to release it. And that'll bring him 3rd down. 3rd and long for the Lions. Pope John up to the line. Moving on the line, that's going to be number 13, Johnston, jumping offside, and so that'll set Pope John further back. So 3rd and long for Pope John. They have to get to the St. Joe's 36. Midway through the 1st quarter, no score between the Lions and the Green Knights. We're glad you're with us here on this special edition of Pope John Lion Freshman Football. Fiore in the shotgun. He'll drop back the pass. Looks down the field. Fires. Complete to number 29 for Pope John. And gains to about the 44, but not enough for a 1st down. So head coach Vosa will have to decide what he wants to do here. The Lions are going to go for it. 4th and 7 to go from the 44. Fiore in the gun. Hands off the register. Register through the middle up the right side, and it won't nearly be enough. He gets about a yard on the play, but the Lions will come up short. Turnover on downs, and St. Joe's will take over. Late stages of the first quarter, no score between Pope John and St. Joe's. We are here at Dinallo Stadium at St. Joe's Regional High School in Montvale. 1st and 10 for St. Joe's from their own 44. Quarterback in the gun. Number 1 man in motion. Handoff goes to number 9. Met by a tackler, evades him, and gets down to the Pope John 40, where he's finally tackled by number 23 for Pope John. So, St. Joe's able to get the ball to the 39. First down for the Green Knights as they invade Pope John territory. Run up the middle. It's about the 36. Gain of 3, and St. Joe's is going with no huddle offense. They're back to the line. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Handoff to number 9. 9 to the right, cuts back to the left, and is tackled around the first down marker by number 17 for Pope John. To the 29-yard line. That's another St. Joe's first down. First and 10 for St. Joe's. Flags on the play. We'll see what the call is. Movement on the line. That's going to be against St. Joseph's. That'll push them back 5 yards. So 1st and 15 for the Green Knights. Quarterback under center. Drops back. Handoff. Nope. Fake. He'll keep it. And is sacked by number 4. The ball's loose. Pope John has they recovered. It's whistled down. We'll see who recovered the ball. So there's a flag down on the play, and we're waiting for the officials to make their ruling. And talking with head coach Vosa right now. So it looks like St. Joe's is going to maintain possession. Going to be at the 39-yard line. So big play there for Pope John in dropping the Green Knights running back in the backfield. So a long way to go for St. Joe's now. They've got to get to the 18-yard line. Snaps down on the ground, and the quarterback has to fall on it. High snap by the center. And so number 11 had reached up in the air, got a hand on it, but the ball fell to the turf, and he had to go with it, or else Pope John would have recovered. So 3rd and very long for St. Joe's. If you're looking for the official yardage, it's 3rd and 31. Quarterback in the gun. He'll drop back to pass. Slings it out to number 4. Gets down to about the 39-yard line. Tackled by number 8, Amir Young. Referees actually spot the ball at the 41. So 4th and long for St. Joe's from the Pope John 41-yard line. The Green Knights are going to punt. Young is back to receive at about the 12-yard line, along with Register. There's the snap. Kick high up in the air, not far. It'll take a bounce at the 16-yard line, and it'll roll back past the 15, where it's recovered by number 13 for St. Joe's and down there. Lions will start up from their own 16. No score between Pope John and St. Joe's. We're here with you from St. Joseph Regional High School in Montvale, New Jersey. And I believe that is the end of the first quarter as the ball is being moved to the other side. So we're through 1 here at St. Joe's Regional High School. No score between Pope John and St. Joe's. We'll be back for second quarter action right after this. Excuse me. You one of the parents, right? I'm sorry, I need help. The roster's different because of the numbers today.
They wear different numbers all the time.
They wear different numbers.
Yeah.
You know any of the players as far as who's who?
What? I don't. They screw me up too.
I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I know Vic, Fiore, you know, some of them, like number 4.
The tall guy is Carter, I believe, the real tall one, number
13.
No, I think the other guy,
4.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I can ask if around.
Maybe a halftime or something like that. I'll try and fake as much as possible right now.
My son's got a different number every day.
Who's your son?
Well, he's on the side. He does special teams. First year playing. So.
Oh. All right.
You'll see him on kickoff.
We'll fake it as best as possible. Thanks.
If I find out, I'll come back.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome back to Dinallo Stadium at St. Joe's Regional High School in Montvale, New Jersey for Pope John Lion freshman football. Mike Formasano here calling today's action on this special broadcast here on Thursday afternoon, mid-October. Fiore drops back to pass. Complete. No, incomplete. It bounced out of his hands. Number 4 with his hands on it, and it bounced out of the hands and onto the turf. So incomplete. Little high, and so the Lions will try it again. 2nd and 10 for Pope John. Fiore in the gun, Register to his left. Here's the snap, handoff, Yaz to the far side, met right there by the St. Joe's defense. So nowhere to go. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 13. Fiore receiving instructions from the sidelines. Now back into the huddle. Lions are 5-1 on the season. Looking for the 6th victory here in upper northeast New Jersey today. No score early, second quarter. Fiore in the gun, hand off the Register. Right up the middle. Barrels his way for about 3 yards. Right back to the initial line of scrimmage, so that will bring up 4th and 10. So now, number 13, actually 13 to Seamus Corcoran. So Corcoran is back to kick. So number 4 is Carter Johnston. Corcoran back to kick from his own goal line. Here's the snap. Kicks on its way. High end over end kick. Not too far down the field, however. Does take a Pope John bounce. And it'll roll past the 40 and down there. Actually goes out of bounds. So that's where St. Joe's will start up. 1st and 10. They're going to mark the ball at the 43. Lions defensive unit on the field now. First and 10 for St. Joe's in this scoreless affair. Quarterback in the gun. Hand off to 23. To the left. Avoids one tackler. Down the sideline. Gets to about the 10. The 20. And is knocked out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. So, a good 20-yard run for St. Joe's in this first down, Green Knights. Here's a snap, hand off to 23, right up the middle. Gains about 8 or 9 on the run. Stopped by the Pope John secondary. Corcoran in on the tackle there, number 13. So it's 1st and goal to go now for St. Joe's. 11 under center. Hand up to 23 again. Bursts up the left side and into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Joseph's. Well, number 23 with a 6-yard touchdown run. That'll make the score 6-0. We got a flag down to play. Let's see if it holds. All right, so a penalty against St. Joe's will be assessed on the kickoff. So the score stands. And now place kicker number 20 for St. Joe's will attempt the extra point. Here's a snap. It's low. Placed down. The kick is up. It's good. No good. Sailed to the left. So the kick sailed to the left. And that'll actually keep the score 6-0. So St. Joe's with a 6-yard touchdown run, but the point after is no good. And midway through the second quarter, it's St. Joe's, the Green Knights, 6, and the Pope John Lions, no score. We'll be back right after this for the next kickoff. Welcome back to Dinallo Stadium at St. Joe's Regional High School in Montvale, New Jersey. For Pope John Lion freshman football, Mike Formisano here, calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us. As St. Joe's will kick back from their own 25 now after the 15-yard penalty assessed to the kickoff. He'll take a bounce, fielded by Young. Amir Young up the right side, now to the middle. Gets to about the 45 and is finally brought down by the St. Joe's defense. So St. Joe's stopping Pope John just shy of midfield, and the Lions will start up. So the ball marked officially at the 46. 1st and 10, Pope John. Trailing 6-0. We'll see if that extra point missed by St. Joe's hurts them down the road. Fiore, hand out the register to the left side, trying to sweep the corner. He's got it to the 50, 45. Good run by Register. Gets to about the 45. We'll see if they give him the spot. They do. The 44, and a first down for Pope John. Aiden DeAlivo, number 29, leading the way with the block. And Register with the 10-yard advance. It's 1st and 10, Pope John. Lions up to the line. Fiore in the gun once again. He's worked exclusively from there today. Register to the right. He'll take the snap. Fires out to number 14. Makes the catch down the sideline. And good enough for a first down. A 12-yard reception by number 14 for Pope John. And the Lions on the move. 1st and 10, Pope John. Here's a snap. Fiore to Register. Yaz Register to the left. Gets back to the initial line of scrimmage and is stopped there. Maybe a yard. They spot it right at the initial line. At the 34. 2nd and 10. So Pope John up to the line. Here's a snap. High. Fiore gets it down. Hands it off the Register. To the right. And he loses a couple. Dropped back at the 41-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 12 for Pope John. So a couple of running plays after the initial success on this drive by Register. But St. Joe's has blown up both plays. 3rd and long for the Lions. Trailing 6-0 midway through the second quarter. Lions offense coming to the line. Fiore in the gun. Register right next to him. He'll take the snap. He drops back to pass. Fires to Register in the flat. And tackled there by number 45. So Register makes the catch, but 45 for St. Joe's right on top of him. And that will stop the Pope John advance. At the 37, we'll see what Coach Vosa does. Corcoran is out, so it looks like he's going to punt. It's Green Knights 6, Lions no score. We're in the second quarter here. And Coach Vosa wants to talk things over, so we'll have a timeout. We'll take one as well. Midway through the second, it's 6-0 St. Joe's over Pope John. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to to St. Joe's Regional High School in Montvale, New Jersey, at Dinallo Stadium for Pope John Lion freshman football. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's game. It's 4th down for Pope John. They're going to go for it. Coach Wilson decides to pull Corcoran off the field and put Fiore back in. We've got a flag down. See what that's about. It's going to be against Pope John, so that'll move him 5 yards back. So now with the penalty, does Coach Vosa decide to continue going for it on 4th down? We move into the late stages of the second quarter here on what is an overcast but rather mild October afternoon for this time of year. It's supposed to get warmer. This weekend, I think, in the 70s. Fiore in the gun. That's Corcoran in motion. Hand off to Corcoran. Corcoran drops back. Was looking to throw, but he's being chased. He fires down the field. And it is incomplete. Into a sea of Green Knights with one Lion back there. The ball falls harmlessly to the turf. And it'll be 1st and 10 for St. Joe's on the turnover of downs. We'll be back to St. Joe's Regional High School right after this. Welcome back to Montvale, New Jersey, Northeast Bergen County here in the Garden State. 6-0, St. Joe's leads over Pope John. 1st and 10, Green Knights. Here's the snap. Number 11 fires all the way down the field. He has a man. Number 3 makes the catch. Amir Young is able to catch him from behind and drag him down, but not before number 3 is able to get to the 11-yard line. A huge pass play for St. Joe's, and that puts them in the red zone already with a 6-0 lead and looking for more. A nice pass play by St. Joe's quarterback, and foul number 3 in step. Good coverage by Young, but just not tight enough. And now with the run towards the end zone. Did he get in? He did. Number 9 into the corner of the end zone. An 11-yard touchdown run, and St. Joe's takes a 12-0 lead. So quick strike capability by the Green Knights, and that changes the score from 6 to 12. So a disheartening turn of events for Pope John there, as they were in St. Joe's territory, only down by 6, driving. Had to turn the ball over on downs, and then in 2 plays, St. Joe's has made the magic work. Number 11 in the shotgun. He's back to pass, fires to number 2 into the end zone for the point after. And so it is good. That's a 2-point conversion. So 14-0 to score now for St. Joe's over Pope John. A 2-point conversion by St. Joe's. And late in the second quarter, it is the Green Knights 14. The Pope John Lions, no score. Welcome back to Dinallo Stadium at St. Joseph Regional High School in Montvale, New Jersey for Pope John Lion freshman football. The Green Knights of St. Joe's lead over Pope John 14-0. And into every team's successful season, at some point, that team is going to reach adversity, and they're going to see what they're made of and how they respond. And this may very well be that moment. 5-1 in the season, but they trail St. Joe's by 2 touchdowns. Can Pope John respond and get back into the end zone a couple of times, tied this game up? They've got a half and a little bit more than that to work with. Here's number 40. Approaching the ball for St. Joe's. The kick. Far kick down past Amir Young, and it'll bounce into the end zone. It'll be a touchback for Pope John. So now the Lions will ask their offense to go to work and find a way to get some points on the board here before the end of this first half. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Pope John who received to start the game, so they'll be kicking off to start the second half. So you definitely don't want to be down 2 scores and have to also kick off to start the second half. Ball's at the 20. First and 10. Fiore in the gun. Register will move far out. Intercepted by number 0 and runs right into the end zone. So Fiore was looking for the far sideline. The ball was knocked down by the left arm of number 0. He was able to bring it in and race into the end zone for a pick 6. A bad break, and that will make the score 20-0. Oh, Fiore had the right idea to try and find the far sideline. But number 0 getting in the way, knocking that ball down, and somehow holding on to it, and then racing into the end zone. 20-0, St. Joe's, pending the extra point. Here's the snap, placed down. The kick is blocked. Mike Morelli, number 72, able to get in there and block that kick. So the score will be 20-0 as Pope John will get the ball back on the kickoff. 20-0 St. Joe's. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Dinallo Stadium in St. Joe's Regional High School in Montvale, New Jersey. Pope John Lion freshman football. 20-0, St. Joe's leads. As here's the kickoff by number 20. High end over end kick. Amir Young back to field it. Takes it at the 15, up to the 20, and is tackled there by number 12 for St. Joe's. Well, the Green Knights leading by 20. We'll see if Pope John can get on the board before the end of the half. So 1st and 10 for Pope John. Fiore in the shotgun. Carter Johnston, number 4, in the far wide out. Pass goes to number 29, Aiden Dinallo. Dinallo up the sideline to about the 30. A couple of yards shy of a first down. Good pickup by Dinallo. They'll bring up 2nd and 4. Second and 4 for the Lions. Fiore back in the gun. He'll take the snap. Handoff to Register to the left side. Trying to get around the St. Joe's defense who swarm in on him. Bring him down at about the 30. A good explosion out of the box by Register there. And just couldn't turn the corner and get past the St. Joe's defenders. 3rd and 4 for the Lions. Now Pope John up to the line. Fiore once again in the gun. Register to his left. He'll take the snap. Fires to number 14. Tackled at about the 36-yard line. That should be good enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 for Pope John. Time winding down here in the first half. Ten seconds to go, so Pope John will either have to decide to air out a Hail Mary here or take a knee. From the 36, 1st and 10 for Pope John. Fiore in the gun. 4 wideouts for Pope John. Here's the snap. Fiore throws number 14 in and out of his hands. Incomplete. I think he was partially screened on that pass by Dinallo, as Dinallo was standing in front of it, and then it just went over his head, and then 14 tried to bring it in, bounced off his hands, and then rolled harmlessly out of bounds. Oh, this should be the last play of the first half. Dinallo in motion. Fiore back to pass. Fires to the far sideline. In and out of the hands of Seamus Corcoran. Incomplete. And that is the end of the first half. Well, St. Joe's takes a 20-0 lead, and we will see how Pope John responds after halftime. We'll come back on a new feed on this channel, so come back in about 5-10 minutes. We'll return after halftime. From St. Joe's Regional High School in Montvale, New Jersey, it's Pope John Lion freshman football. The Lions trail 20-0. We'll be back for second half action after halftime.